How you going, everyone? Thanks so much for subscribing to my new channel. I just want to point out, tomorrow I'll be doing another video where I actually use these techniques in game so you can see how they work effectively. Again guys, thanks guys for subbing to this channel, and I'll see you in the video.
Welcome ladies and gentlemen, it is Argo. I'm giving you a quick tutorial on how to win Minecraft Pocket Edition LBSG Hunger Games. I've seen so many people's stats where they've played 100 games and managed to win just like literally 1 or 2 out of those entire 100 games. So I want to give you guys a guide to improve your chances of winning the Hunger Games. And of course, the main thing to do, of course, is just practice. It's a combination of using techniques and practicing those techniques to get good at them, and that'll help you win. So to start off, corn loot. Should you go for corn? Actually, let's go a step before that. Being a donator, of course, if you're a donator, that means you have the permission to do /class, and then pick your class. If you're not a donator, always do class soldier. You're gonna need a weapon no matter what, so always do class soldier. I'm not in Hunger Games at the moment. I'm just on Breeze Island, downloaded on my device. But starting off, for non-donors, always go for the soldier class or whatever class gives you the best chance of getting weapons. Okay, I'm going to turn it to peaceful because I didn't realize that, guys. There. 2 seconds, options and difficulty off. Okay. So, start off, of course, go for soldier class. Then, should you go for the corn loot or should you run away and find chests somewhere else? Being a donator, of course, if you're a donator, that means you have the permission to do /class, and then pick your class. If you're not a donator, always do class soldier. You're gonna need a weapon no matter what, so always do class soldier. I'm not in Hunger Games at the moment. I'm just on Breeze Island, downloaded on my device. But starting off, for non-donors, always go for the soldier class or whatever class gives you the best chance of getting weapons. Okay, I'm going to turn it to peaceful because I didn't realize that, guys. There. 2 seconds, options and difficulty off. Okay. And should you go for the corn loot or should you run away and find chests somewhere else? My rule is, if there's over about 18 players, I would say don't go for corn. If there's less than 18 players, you have a good chance of getting 1 or more of those chests. So if there's less than 18, at the moment you can see there's 0 because we're not really playing. But if there's less than 18, of course, as quickly as you can, be holding down the forward button before the game starts so that you start in as soon as possible. And be really fast. You don't have to go all the way up to the chest to open them. You can open them from all the way back here. Example, I open that, I'm not near it. And when you grab items out, tap them as quick as you can, open the next one, and just spam and get as much stuff as you can, chest to chest to chest, until you get weapons and stuff. If you're really lucky, you'll end up with enough stuff. See, I've got a diamond there to make a diamond or an iron sword at the moment, see? And then if you haven't hit the point where the game started yet, as quickly as you can, you want to tap this, scroll down, and make whatever the best weapon you can is. And then chuck your armor on before the game starts. Get your weapon out, and that is how you start. You have to get everything as quick as you can, put it on, get armor, and make sure you're not going to die. And then don't stand there and try and kill people. Get the heck out of there. If you were standing in that firing line when the game starts, people will try and attack you and kill you. You need to get some space back and let them kill each other. There is no point killing other people in this game unless you want to get your wins up. So either get your kill streak up and kill as many people as you can, or run away, protect yourself, and actually try and win the game. Combat. Many people do not know this, but you have a better chance of hitting someone from low ground. So for example, at this position here, I'm at an advantage. I can reach my other self, my other Argo, I'm logged in twice. I can reach myself probably from down here even, and attack myself. That guy up there, my other self, cannot attack me from where he is. So stay low if you're attacking people, if that's an option. If someone runs up a ladder, chase them up there and attack them while you climb. That is a great strategy. Otherwise, if you're above them and they're attacking you, it's so hard to hit them, I can't even reach him from up here, and I'm not very high up at all. So stay below the other player and attack them if you can. Otherwise, the other option is that you're both on the same level ground. Alright, so we can see that I'm standing in front of myself. We'd assume in a normal Hunger Games event I'd be stacked with armor and I'd have a weapon, but at the moment I've got absolutely nothing, so I'm just going to show you the technique. This is what we do when we fight people. We don't run straight into them and just go attack, attack, attack. That will get us killed. The other option, of course, is you can sneak up on a player if they haven't seen you, get them from behind, and attack, attack, attack as quick as you can and get them killed. But most likely, you're going to be looking at each other, sprinting straight into each other. When you get to the other player, turn left. Turn left straight away. Do not run straight into them, you will get hit and you might die. Turn left and use your thumb and spin to the right while you do it. So as you're running past and they're running past you, you'll be doing this. Spin. Okay? And as you spin, this is the trick. Tap the player and spin at the same time. So tap, spin, tap, spin, tap, spin, and keep tapping and spinning like that. This is the technique. Hold the side button or hold the forward and side button and just swipe the screen like this. Whenever you can see the character in front of you in attacking range, tap him and try and deal some damage, okay? So for example, we'd spin around like this as best as we can. He's going to be moving as well, so it's pretty difficult. This is where the practice comes in. So you're going to be spinning like this and walking at the same time. As soon as you can see him in screen, like now I can see him in screen all the time. And he's going to have so much trouble hitting you if you're moving around him this fast. Like that is pretty hard to keep up with. And of course the other option is to switch direction and go back this way, but I guarantee that's going to be a bit harder to attack this way. So try and hold to the left, spin, and while you're doing that, tap him whenever you see him. Then spin again and tap, and of course that will be the best way to kill players. Apart from that, if you want to win, if you're fighting someone in full iron armor and you've got a stone sword, you are not going to be able to do much damage. Do your best in the game to get an iron sword or a diamond sword at all costs and try and get as much armor as you can. You are not going to gain anything by killing 23 players in one match. Nobody cares if you killed 40 players. What they care about is how many times you can win, and if you can be the last player standing. That's where it counts. So at the start of the game, find yourself a chest route. Go to corn or don't go to corn depending on the amount of players, and then run as fast as you can. Find a good location with some really good chests. For example, on Breeze Island, I know where some really good chests are, and I always go to them every time because I know that I can get some guaranteed good weapons. At the moment, there's a boat over there. I don't even know what's in there because I don't need to go there because I've got some really other good spots. I'm going to go and find one of my good spots and show an example of my of a chest route. Okay, so a chest route is really just a combination of chests that you know will be able to get you good items every game. Another thing to notice, in LBSG, Lifeboat Survival Games for Pocket Edition at the moment, all the chests are the same every game. So if you remember where a good item is, you can come back to that every single game. If you remember where diamonds is, go and get it every single game so that you have a good chance at winning. Remember where the good stuff is and always try and get it before other players. So right now we're at corn, and what we're going to do is show an example of a chest route. My chest route on Breeze Island is actually really simplistic. I don't have any main place on this section of the map that actually has some really good items. What I normally do is run down to the parkour tower, and I'll take you down to that at the moment. Okay, so we can see here at the moment, there's corn over here. If we come down this way, there is the parkour tower that is affectionately referred to. That thing has about 5 good chests in it, and you can locate them all over that tower. So when this game starts, I run from corn, I swim all the way across there, I go in there and get as much stuff as I can. When I'm happy and I know I've got enough loot to win the game, that's when we can go out and start sneaking up or attacking players that if we think we can kill them, we'll go and attack them. If we can't attack them and we don't think we can win, we stay away from them because we don't want to risk losing the game. So we hope that someone else will kill them before the game ends, and that's the best thing to do. So at the moment, I've got plenty of gear, so I would be straight in looking for weak players to pick off. If you get to deathmatch and there's 6 players, you're going to have a very difficult time trying to kill 6 players at once, and they'll be killing each other. It'll be hectic. You want to try and get to at least 3 or less players at deathmatch. That's the best way to have a good chance at winning. Of course, if there's 3 players at deathmatch, make sure that you stay back and try and get the other guys to fight each other. If that's not an option, kill them as best you can. If they start killing each other, let them kill each other and come in at the last minute, swipe in and start killing them when they're low on health. Otherwise, if it's a 1 versus 1, that's where you're strafing. This is called a strafe when you do this. Strafe and attack as best you can so that they can't hit you. So that's it from me, guys. To recap, if there's less than 18 players, go for loot chests at corn, grab as much stuff as you can, armor up and build the best weapon you can. If you need a bit of an advantage, of course you can feel free to donate. I'm pretty sure the price now is being lowered to $3 or something. So for a diamond sword for $3, that is a massive advantage, and I would recommend it. I'm a donator myself. I'm actually an operator, so I can run commands and cheat, but I don't do that, of course. If you need that advantage, of course, go for that. That's fine. It can be really helpful to try and get your wins up and get really good. As I show in my other videos, you do not need to be a donator to win the game. It is definitely not true. I win most games, and whenever I record, I try not to use donator items to make it fair for everyone. And I still manage to win most of the time. So, another thing to note, get your chest route, know where the good items are, beat the other players to them, and stock up on items. Try and pick off the weaker players to make the least amount of players at deathmatch as possible. Once you've got all that, practice your strafing and killing people, and that should be enough to help you practice winning the Hunger Games. That's my tactics, that's how I play, and Good luck, guys. Best of luck. I hope you guys get some wins in, and thank you very much for viewing. I'll see you in the next video.